Good day, everyone. The title of my study is Exploring the Relationship of Pedagogical Content Knowledge and Teaching Performance Among Mathematics Teachers. I am Cristina Biabanilla, a faculty member of the Integrated School of De La Salle University. To start with, the role of mathematics in the culture and its significance to an individual's day-to-day life has already been given due recognition. According to Andaya, it cannot be denied that mathematics is considered the mother of all learning in both arts and sciences. It is necessary in every fact of life, and with the advances in information technology, this perspective on mathematics has gained even more ground. Nowadays, students still brawl and become alienated as they continually meet challenges in learning math. They become disappointed as they realize that mathematics becomes more and more difficult as they go to high school and even as they enter college. In order to break this students' way of thinking, educators must further study and prioritize how effective math teaching should look. It is important for math teachers to consider how the subject must be presented in a more fun and easier way. In this way, students will be more motivated and at the same time see mathematics courses in a more meaningful way. According to the National Math Advisory Panel, many attempted to study and seek proof about what kind of teaching strategies and pedagogical practices contribute to the desired student outcomes. According to ACRAM, the teacher is the most important element in the mathematics learning process. Teachers set the mood of the students in learning the course because they are the ones who can motivate or demotivate students inside the classroom. If the teacher can make students like the subject, it is more likely that the student will enjoy the learning along the way. Focusing on the quality and effectiveness of teachers is one of the big contributors to the achievement of quality education in an educational institution. In fact, one of these studies revealed that students who were under the supervision of highly qualified and effective teachers significantly outperform comparable students in terms of mathematical assessment. This shows that competent teachers are necessary for students' learning achievement. Thus, knowing the how of teaching is as important as the content of teaching. Unfortunately, despite the prevalent interest in knowledge for teaching, there are still insufficient studies on how this is correlated with students' achievement. Philosophical opinions back up the belief that teachers' knowledge of subject matter greatly affects students' learning. When teachers have rich knowledge of the subject matter, they tend to teach and discuss the lessons in a more dynamic way. Nowadays, this knowledge of dynamic teaching is more familiar to us educators as the pedagogical content knowledge, or simply PCK. The main objective of this study was to describe the pedagogical content knowledge and teaching performance of mathematics teachers. The study also aimed to describe the relationship between PCK and teaching performance. Further, the following hypotheses were tested in this study. Number one, there is no significant relationship between PCK and teaching performance. And number two, PCK is not a predictor of teaching performance. For the methodology, the researcher employed a quantitative research design, which is used to observe events impacting a specific group of individuals known as the sample population. This approach involves gathering diverse numerical data through various methods, which are statistically analyzed to aggregate data, make comparisons, or reveal relationships among them. Common quantitative research methods include the use of questionnaires and structured observations. To address the research objectives and test the hypothesis, the study utilized a descriptive correlational method. This type of research design aims to explain the relationship between two or more variables. It also involves collecting and analyzing data on at least two variables to determine if a connection exists between them. The study was conducted in selected schools in Cabuyao City and Calamba City in the province of Laguna. Specifically, the study participants were mathematics teachers from selected schools, namely Colegio de San Juan de Letran, LPU Laguna, and Mabua Malayan Colleges Laguna. Convenience sampling was used in this study. This non-probability method is used in an effort to get across gross estimate of the results of the study and to save time and money when conducting research. The research instrument to measure the PCK of teachers was adopted from ACSU 2014, while the research instrument to measure teaching performance was adopted from the questionnaire made by Mursha 2015. Here are the range and respective descriptions per variable. For the data gathering procedure to carry out the objectives of the study, the following phases were observed. In the first stage, a permit was secured to conduct study from the deans of selected colleges and universities in Laguna. This was done to allow the researcher to administer the questionnaires to target participants. In the second stage, accomplished approval forms and recommendations were presented to the target participants. In the third stage, the participants were asked for their approval for classroom observation. And the last stage was the collection of the data obtained from the participants and their respective students. Subsequently, gathered data were also tabulated and interpreted. The following statistical tools was used to analyze the data in this study. Mean was used to describe the PCK and teaching performance of the mathematics teachers. One-way ANOVA was used to check if there is significant difference in the mean pedagogical content knowledge of teachers when grouped according to their teaching performance. Pearson product moment correlation was used to determine if there is significant relationship between PCK and teaching performance. And finally, regression analysis was used to find out if PCK is a predictor of teaching performance. For the results and discussions, the table shows mathematics teachers were grouped according to their performance rating. It shows that majority of the mathematics teachers gained satisfactory level in terms of teaching performance. The next table shows that the three groups of participants have high knowledge in the area of PCK, specifically on mathematical representations and strategies. Item 12 has the highest overall mean of 4.6. This indicates that most of the participants teach math using multiple representations such as tables, diagrams, graphs, and equations. The next table shows that item 6 has the highest mean among the three groups. This indicates that mathematics teachers have high knowledge of different activities which can motivate students for lessons. On the other hand, Table 5 also shows that item 10 has the lowest overall mean of 2.42. Notice also that the first group has high mean, while the second and the third group both have low means on this item. This indicates that math teachers on satisfactory and fair levels are not confident of their knowledge about learning theories. For the next one, it can be seen on the table that teachers with very satisfactory teaching performance also got a highest 4.29 on PCK. To compare the PCK of math teachers according to teaching performance, one-way analysis of variance was used. A p-value of less than 0.05 indicates that we need to reject our null hypothesis. Thus, there is significant difference in the level of PCK among mathematics teachers when grouped according to teaching performance. To test if PCK is a predictor of teaching performance, the researcher conducted a regression analysis. Table shows that there is significant relationship between PCK and teaching performance. The regression analysis also shows that PCK is a predictor of teaching performance. Based on the result, teaching performance can be predicted using the knowledge on teachers' pedagogical content knowledge. For the findings of the study, the mathematics teachers were able to satisfactorily meet the standards set by the school in terms of teaching performance. In terms of perceived PCK, math teachers agreed to develop a deeper and more flexible understanding of the lesson. Teachers must also present the lesson in a more dynamic way. Teachers also agree that learning theories are important because they provide pedagogical basis for understanding how students learn. There is also a low correlation between PCK and teaching performance. And finally, pedagogical content knowledge is a predictor of teaching performance. In conclusion, focusing on the quality and effectiveness of teachers is one of the big contributors to achieve quality education in any educational institution. The significant relation between PCK and teaching performance is a clear evidence of the requirement to nurture not only the content but also the pedagogy of math teachers. PCK is also a predictor of teaching performance. Thus, knowing the level of selection of math teachers is important for the achievement of quality education. For the recommendations, since PCK affects teaching performance, teachers may perhaps make an effort to improve identified areas of PCK. Administrators of school may also provide seminars and trainings that focus on enriching the PCK of teachers. This significant factor must also be included during the inset for the faculty and consist in preparing syllabi and course plans. An in-depth study on measuring PCK may also be conducted. The study will be of great help in improving teaching mathematics and other aspects of quality mathematics education as a whole. For inquiries about the study, you may email the author at cristina.abanilla@dlsu.edu.ph. Thank you very much for listening to my presentation.